Sup Chooms, this is VenomousNinetails, your boy Josh. Konnichiwa, ore no chumba, genki desu ka? So let's talk about something. If you're not multi-streaming in 2026, you are missing out. Multi-streaming is now probably the best way to grow your platform. As you know, if you multi-stream to YouTube, it has better discoverability. And not only that, but like you have the shorts feed that you can multi-stream to as well. You do need to schedule your streams on there. It'll actually put the upcoming stream in people's recommended feed if you schedule it ahead of time. I usually schedule mine in the mornings when I plan on streaming, and then you will have like a couple hours before while I'm getting ready for stream to actually go and follow it. And then I have people in the waiting room. So there is that. Now, if you want your clips and VODs to be on a platform that will continue recommending them after the stream is over, YouTube's 100% the way to go. If your primary is Twitch, you should be using, well, YouTube as a secondary platform. Now, there's debate about Meta paying slightly better. Well, but most multi-streaming solutions don't have like account binding on Facebook. So Facebook Lives, eh. And then there's also Kick, Trovo, and Sup, right? Sup, formerly known as Africa.tv. It's pretty easy to get a creator status, right? You stream for 5 hours on Kick and Trovo. I think that's how you get it. So that's the way things are going now. The other thing is like you never know which platform you're going to get partnered on first. And honestly, there's been debate about streaming on Twitter. I would not be opposed to it. I would just use it as a funnel into Twitch. And I would use Instagram Lives as a funnel into Twitch. The problem with Instagram Lives and TikTok is they don't have a stationary or static stream key. So if you don't have account binding, it's kind of a complete pain in the ass to actually stream to them. So I'm hoping that someone builds something on their API that has account binding. I think pretty soon Meld is supposed to get account binding to TikTok, which I would actually love to see. I don't know if Meld Multi has it, but yeah. And Meld Multi supports more platforms than Meld Studio. Meld Studio is my preferred way of streaming now. I have completely switched off OBS. I don't think there's a better solution unless I pay like $500 for software like Wirecast. For free, I think Meld is the best solution. I think every streamer should use Meld. I like Meld's roadmap and the stuff they're developing. The only things I think will make it better, if they added NDI, and they added the ability to downscale your streams for platforms like Kick and Trovo, and you can keep Twitch and YouTube at 1440p or 4K. YouTube, I know, supports 4K. I don't have that powerful of a stream PC yet. Otherwise, I'd be encoding 4K streams. But for Twitch and YouTube, I currently stream in 1440p. I do not wish to downscale it, and I don't want to build a separate PC in order to stream to a third platform that only supports 1080p. So it's one of those things where like it is what it is. But the other thing is I'm actually seeing people have more success getting partnered on more platforms, and it opens up more monetization opportunities. So even though it divides your audience a little bit, 75% of your audience will probably still choose to watch you on Twitch. So it's not really a loss. The other thing is like they do offer better revenue splits. I think YouTube's like 70-30 on channel memberships, which are basically Twitch subs. And the other thing is like Kick offers a 95/5. I forget what Trovo offers. I think it's more similar to YouTube's split. So I don't fault people for wanting to stream on Kick. That's the other thing. They're actually cleaning up a lot. I don't know if it's real for PR reasons, but they're cleaning up and Twitch is not. So that's kind of the issue. If you're concerned about like toxic, misogynistic bro culture, you have to deal with that with Twitch too. Morally, Twitch is in the same or worse boat. But Twitch is a better community. Yeah, that's because of what Emmett Shear did during the 2015 to 2019 Bleed Purple days. So Twitch does have a better community than most platforms. It's slightly less toxic and it has its own etiquette. And a lot of that goes back to the Justin.tv days and how Twitch has had to evolve over the years. But most of that was actually the community self-correcting and figuring out what we like and don't like. If anything, like Amazon's hands-off approach kind of actually fucked things worse, especially with like a lot of decisions they've made over like the past 3-4 years now. I'm going to be fair and say 4 years. I think Emmett Shear left in 2020, and we got Dan Clancy late 2020, early 2021. I don't remember, but it's not just Dan Clancy, it's the entire like Twitch board. And then you have people complaining about how there's more discoverability on Twitch. That's just because we have shared chat but really Twitch doesn't have any native discoverability, except the only live streaming platform with any native discoverability is YouTube. So there is that. But it's like realistically, at least stream to YouTube if you stream on Twitch. You should be growing your audience on YouTube anyway. If you have like a shared channel with somebody under the same brand account, you can create your own gaming channel for yourself and for whoever you have a shared channel with. And you can even set them up to different Google Ads accounts so that they pay each of you individually, and then have a separate ads account for your main channel, right? Here's the thing. This isn't just about monetization and discoverability. This isn't just about attention. So one of the benefits to multi-streaming and its access to monetization on other platforms, some of which might be easier, some of which might be harder, but offer more long-term monetization, where stuff could continue generating revenue for you like years after the fact, sort of like investing in stock and collecting dividends. It's a way of doing things. So I recommend that you guys do it if you want to be free to create more of the content you want to do. Multi-stream, different platforms. Unlock different monetization features, get partnered or affiliated on different platforms, get verified. You'll be free to stream on whatever platform you want and make whatever content you want. But like the long game is literally to farm your content for YouTube. If you're a newer streamer, you should be thinking of your Twitch stream or your multi-stream, you should be multi-streaming, as a way to farm content for YouTube. That's like literally it. If you don't want to do that, connect YouTube anyway, multi-stream, ditch OBS, or install the Stream Elements plugin into it. I prefer you ditch OBS and get Meld, because Meld is easier over the long run. And you just do that. You multi-stream, you have a VOD on YouTube, and there you go. Also, multi-streaming to platforms that have more native discoverability is more likely to bring over a more long-term audience. I don't know which platform is going to end up being my main, because I now multi-stream to 3 platforms, one of which is Twitch, one of which is YouTube. I want you guys to guess in the comments what the third one is, and perhaps follow me there. I want you guys to take a long, hard guess, because all I care about is creating content I think is cool. And eventually I want to go and become like an IRL streamer with a full backpack setup and everything. I know I can start with my phone and save money that way, but I also don't want to damage my phone from constantly overheating it for that. Especially since like I just got a new phone, it's a Google Pixel. When I switch carriers, I'm switch carriers to save money. I do have to figure out a cheap way to do the Wi-Fi for that. That's the N-bond Wi-Fi from multiple, so I'm never in like a low bitrate area. So that's stuff to think about. And on that note, I am preparing for UMaCon. I will catch you guys later.